Effective communication is like passing a ball. If you throw it clearly, the other person catches it easily. If you throw it badly, the ball drops and everyone gets confused. Today, we will learn how to throw the ball properly with words. This is important in business and in real life. When people misunderstand each other, work slows down, feelings get hurt, and mistakes happen. Good communication helps teams work smoothly and helps customers trust a brand. By the end of this video, you will know what effective communication really means. You will learn the key parts that make it work, the 7 simple rules called the 7 C's, and how to use them at work, online, and across cultures. We will go step by step, so you do not miss anything. We help entrepreneurs and business leaders understand business in a clear and practical way. We break big ideas into simple steps that you can use immediately. On this channel, we talk about how to build strong businesses, make better decisions, and grow with confidence. We focus on real skills that improve leadership, teamwork, and customer relationships. Communication is one of the biggest of those skills. So let us get into it. Effective communication is the ability to share information so clearly that the other person understands it. It also means the other person responds the way you expected. And it builds connection, so people feel safe and respected while talking to you. It is more than just swapping words. It is about both people sharing the same meaning. You can speak loudly and still be unclear, but you can speak simply and be fully understood. Here is the test. If you speak, and the other person repeats your message back correctly, you communicated well. If they repeat something different, then the meaning got lost somewhere. When communication works, life becomes easier. People make fewer mistakes, decisions get better, and teamwork improves. In business, it also protects time and money because confusion is expensive. Think about a workplace where nobody is clear. One person says one thing, another person hears something else, and everyone starts doing different work. That is how deadlines get missed and people feel stressed. If you are an entrepreneur, communication gives you an edge. You use it to explain your vision, guide your team, and win trust from customers. When people understand you, they follow you more easily. Now let us break effective communication into its key building blocks. These building blocks are like ingredients in a good meal. If you miss one ingredient, the meal does not taste right. The key elements are clarity, listening, feedback, empathy, and purpose. We will go through each one slowly, with very simple examples. No rushing, because these are the foundation of everything else. Before we start, quick note. I would like to share what we do at entrepreneurs.ng. At entrepreneurs.ng, we make business easy for entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, and the brands that serve them. Do you want to start right? We help you register your business with CAC quickly. Reach out on contact@redalia.com. Do you want guidance as you build your business? Join the Entrepreneur's Success Blueprint program, our 30-day hands-on business school. Enroll now. Do not build in silence. Tell your business story on entrepreneurs.ng today and be seen by the world. And if you want your brand to be discovered through trusted, search-driven content and strategic visibility, we can help through our different visibility packages. Learn the ways we can work with you at www.entrepreneurs.ng or reach us at business@entrepreneurs.ng. Now, let us continue with the 5 elements of effective communication. First is clarity. Clarity means using simple, direct language that removes confusion. You want your words to feel like clean water, not like muddy water. Clarity prevents people from guessing what you mean. It saves time because you do not need long follow-up conversations. When you are clear, work moves faster. Second is listening. Listening is paying attention to understand, not paying attention to reply. It means your mind is not busy planning your next sentence while someone else is speaking. Good listening builds trust. It tells the other person, you matter, I hear you, and your words are important. And when trust grows, teamwork improves. Third is feedback. Feedback is the response you get that shows whether the message landed correctly. Without feedback, you are just hoping the person understood you. Feedback also helps you improve over time. If people often misunderstand you, feedback will reveal it. Then you can adjust and communicate better next time. Fourth is empathy. Empathy means trying to understand how someone else feels and sees the world. It helps you choose words that are respectful and kind. Empathy does not mean you agree with everything. It means you consider the other person as a human being. When people feel respected, they listen more. Fifth is purpose. Purpose means you know why you are communicating before you start. Are you informing, asking, correcting, teaching, or deciding? When your purpose is clear, your message stays focused. You stop wandering into unrelated stories. You also make it easier for the other person to respond properly. These 5 elements work together. Clarity makes the message easy, listening makes it respectful, feedback confirms understanding, empathy makes it human, and purpose makes it useful. Now we move to a framework that makes your messages even stronger. Now let us look at the 7 C's of effective communication skills for work, business, and life. The 7 C's are 7 simple rules that help your message land well. You can use them in emails, meetings, phone calls, customer conversations, and even family chats. They guide you to speak in a way that is clear, complete, and kind. The first C is clarity. This is about being clear on what you want to say and what you want to achieve. Use simple words and avoid fancy jargon that hides your meaning. For example, instead of saying, "We will leverage synergies," you can say, "We will work together to reduce costs." See how the second one is easier to understand. Clear language makes you sound smarter, not smaller. The second C is conciseness. This means you keep your message short and direct. You remove extra words that do not help the listener take action. Concise does not mean rude. It means clean and focused. "Please submit your report by Friday" is clearer than a long sentence that says the same thing. The third C is concreteness. Concrete messages use specific facts instead of vague statements. Specific words reduce confusion because people can see exactly what you mean. Sales went up is vague. Sales increased by 15% this quarter is concrete. Concrete messages help teams plan, measure progress, and make decisions. The fourth C is correctness. Correctness means your message is accurate, well written, and free from errors. This includes facts, spelling, numbers, and timing. If you send the wrong date, you create chaos. If you share the wrong number, you destroy trust. So check your work before you send it, especially in business. The fifth C is coherence. Coherence means your ideas flow in a logical order. Your message should feel like a neat path, not like jumping from one place to another. A simple structure helps. Start with the goal, share supporting details, and end with the conclusion or next step. When your message flows, people follow you easily. The sixth C is completeness. Completeness means you give people enough information to act. If people must chase you for missing details, your message was incomplete. Include the who, what, when, where, and why. For example, if you are setting a meeting, include the date, time, location, and the agenda. That way, everyone shows up ready. The seventh C is courtesy. Courtesy means you stay polite and respectful in tone. Even when you are correcting someone, you can be firm and still be kind. Courtesy is powerful because it keeps relationships strong. When you add simple phrases like "thank you for your time," people feel valued. And valued people communicate better with you. When you apply the 7 C's at work, collaboration becomes smoother. Projects move faster because fewer things go wrong. There is also evidence that miscommunication causes delays for many employees, which wastes time and money. For entrepreneurs, the 7 C's turn communication into a leadership tool. You sound credible, you build trust, and you guide people without constant confusion. Now let us look at what you gain personally and professionally when you communicate well. Effective communication is not only about speaking well. It is about connecting, influencing, and inspiring action. When you communicate well, people understand you faster and trust you more. One personal benefit is confidence. When you can express ideas clearly, you feel calm in conversations, meetings, and presentations. You stop fearing that people will misunderstand you. Another personal benefit is better relationships. Good communicators listen actively and respond thoughtfully. This reduces conflict because people feel heard. A third personal benefit is emotional intelligence. When you watch your tone and practice empathy, you relate to people better. You become someone people enjoy working with. Now let us look at business benefits. Clear communication improves teamwork because everyone understands their role and what success looks like. When roles are clear, errors reduce. Communication also increases productivity. When messages are clear, less time is wasted on confusion. Decisions happen faster, and teams reach goals quicker. Employee engagement improves when communication is open and inclusive. When people feel informed and respected, they contribute more. And engaged employees tend to be more productive. Customer satisfaction grows with clear communication. Customers want to know what to expect, what will happen next, and how problems will be solved. Clear words build trust, and trust builds loyalty. Innovation also improves when teams communicate freely. When people feel safe to share ideas, creativity increases. Communication creates the space where good ideas can grow. Here is a key point. Communication is not a soft skill that you ignore. It is a core business competency because it affects performance, relationships, and results. Now we will explore the different types of communication, so you can choose the right one in each situation. Communication comes in different types, like different tools in a toolbox. You do not use a spoon to cut wood, and you do not use a hammer to eat soup. In the same way, you choose the right type of communication for the job. The main types are verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication, visual communication, and listening. Each type plays a different role in how information is shared and understood. Let us take them one by one. Quick note for business owners and brands. At entrepreneurs.ng, we make business easy for entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, and the brands that serve them. Do you want to start right? We help you register your business with CAC quickly. Reach out on contact@redalia.com. Do you want guidance as you build your business? Join the Entrepreneur's Success Blueprint program, our 30-day hands-on business school. Enroll now. Do not build in silence. Tell your business story on entrepreneurs.ng today and be seen by the world. And if you want your brand to be discovered through trusted, search-driven content and strategic visibility, we can help through our different visibility packages. Learn the ways we can work with you at www.entrepreneurs.ng or reach us at business@entrepreneurs.ng. Now back to the types of communication. Verbal communication is speaking. It happens in meetings, phone calls, interviews, and presentations. It is best when you need quick back and forth discussion. Non-verbal communication is your body language, facial expressions, tone, and gestures. Sometimes your body speaks louder than your words. If your tone sounds angry, people may feel attacked even if your words are polite. Written communication is using written words, like emails, reports, proposals, and messages. Written communication is useful when you need accuracy, a record of what was said, or a formal message. It also helps when people are in different time zones. Visual communication uses charts, graphs, slides, and simple images. Visuals help people understand complex ideas faster, especially when there is data. A good visual can save 10 minutes of explanation. Listening is a type of communication too. It is active attention, not quiet waiting. Listening is essential when you are handling feedback, solving conflict, or trying to understand what a customer truly needs. Strong communicators blend these types. For example, a leader might explain a plan verbally, show a visual to make it clearer, and then send a short written summary with next steps. Listening makes sure everyone feels heard and aligned. Now that you understand the types, we move to the process. This is the step-by-step journey a message takes from one person to another. When you understand the process, you can spot where communication breaks and fix it quickly. The communication process is like a delivery journey. A message starts with the sender, travels through a channel, and arrives at the receiver. Along the way, it can get damaged by noise, which is anything that causes confusion. Step 1 is the sender. The sender is the person starting the message. The common mistake is assuming people already know your intent, so you do not explain properly. Step 2 is the message itself. The message is what you want to communicate. The common mistake is overloading the message with unnecessary details, so people cannot find the main point. Step 3 is encoding. Encoding means turning your thoughts into words, symbols, or visuals. The common mistake here is using technical terms that your audience does not understand. Step 4 is the channel. The channel is how you send the message, like email, chat, phone call, or meeting. The common mistake is choosing the wrong channel for the message. Step 5 is the receiver. The receiver is the person getting the message. A common issue is lack of attention, especially when people are busy or distracted. Step 6 is decoding. Decoding is how the receiver interprets your message. People decode based on mood, experience, context, and assumptions, so clarity and empathy matter a lot here. Step 7 is feedback. Feedback is the response that tells you whether the message was understood. Without feedback, communication becomes one-sided, and mistakes can hide until it is too late. And then there is noise. Noise is anything that distorts the message, like distractions, unclear wording, poor internet, cultural differences, or fear of speaking up. The goal is to reduce noise as much as possible. Here is a practical example. If you send complex information in a short text message, decoding can go wrong because the channel does not fit the message. A quick call or a simple meeting can fix in minutes what an unclear message can ruin for hours. Now you understand the process. Next, we will learn how to improve communication skills with clear steps you can practice. This part is where you start building your communication strength like a muscle. How to improve communication skills step by step. Improving communication skills is one of the best investments you can make. It helps you lead better, sell better, and build stronger relationships. The good news is, communication improves with practice and structure. Step 1 is assess your current communication style. You need to see what you are doing now before you can improve it. Record a presentation, review your emails, or ask someone you trust for honest feedback. Step 2 is listen actively. Pay attention to words and emotions, not just the topic. Do not interrupt, summarize what you heard, and ask clarifying questions to confirm meaning. Step 3 is improve clarity and brevity. Use short sentences and simple words. Remove jargon and extra phrases, so your point is easy to understand and easy to repeat. Step 4 is develop empathy. Before you reply, consider how the other person might interpret your words. Ask yourself if your message will feel respectful, helpful, and clear to them. Step 5 is strengthen non-verbal communication. Your posture, tone, and facial expression should match your message. Maintain eye contact, speak calmly, and avoid body language that looks closed or aggressive. Step 6 is request and apply feedback. After meetings or messages, ask a simple question like, was my message clear? When people respond, use that information to improve the next time. Step 7 is practice consistently. Communication improves through repetition and reflection. You can join speaking clubs, take workshops, or rehearse important conversations before you have them. There are also helpful methods that make communication easier. Some examples are structured feedback models, clear email formats, and storytelling for explanations. The goal is not to sound fancy, the goal is to be understood. Now we move to communication in the workplace. This is where communication can either create a strong culture or create daily confusion. We will look at what good workplace communication looks like and how to remove common barriers. Workplace communication is the backbone of productivity and teamwork. When communication flows well, people understand goals, collaborate smoothly, and deliver results. When communication is unclear, people feel lost and disengaged. Effective workplace communication helps everyone understand the mission, goals, and values of the organization. It encourages transparency and two-way conversation. That means leaders talk clearly and teams feel safe to respond. In workplaces, communication happens in different ways. Internal communication is among employees and departments. External communication is with customers, investors, and partners, and it shapes reputation. There is also formal communication and informal communication. Formal communication is structured and documented, like reports and reviews. Informal communication is casual talk that supports bonding and brainstorming, and it matters too. To build a strong communication culture, organizations must be intentional. Encourage open dialogue, clarify roles, and choose tools that support collaboration. Also recognize contributions, because appreciation improves connection. Now let us talk about barriers. Cultural differences can cause people to interpret messages differently. Information overload can drown the real message, and lack of feedback creates silence where problems grow. Technology gaps can also block communication. If the tools are poor or people are not trained, messages get lost. And hierarchy and fear can stop employees from speaking up, even when they see a problem. Good leaders set the tone. Leaders who communicate clearly and listen actively build trust. Strong leadership communication is not only giving direction, it is also creating space for people to be heard. Now we will talk about communication across cultures. This is important because business is global now. People from different places can hear the same message and feel different things, so you must learn to communicate with awareness. Cross-cultural communication means speaking in a way that works across different backgrounds. It is a vital skill for entrepreneurs working with international clients, global teams, or diverse communities. It prevents misunderstandings and strengthens relationships. Some cultures prefer very direct communication. Other cultures prefer a softer approach that protects relationships. Neither is wrong, but your job is to match your style to the situation and keep your meaning clear. Culture also affects hierarchy. In some places, people hesitate to challenge leaders, even when they disagree. If you lead such a team, you must invite feedback gently and create safety for honest conversation. Time can also be viewed differently. Some cultures expect strict punctuality, others are more flexible. For business, it helps to confirm timelines clearly and repeat deadlines in simple language. There are common barriers across cultures. Language differences can cause misinterpretation. Non-verbal cues can mean different things, and assumptions can damage trust, so you must stay curious and respectful. Best practices are simple. Do your research, avoid idioms and slang, use multiple channels like written notes and visuals, and confirm understanding by summarizing. Patience is also important, especially when language slows things down. When you communicate well across cultures, you build bridges. You connect ideas, people, and opportunities. Now we will learn how to measure communication effectiveness. This means checking if communication is actually working, not just assuming it is. When you measure it, you can improve it on purpose. How to measure and improve communication effectiveness in business. Communication is valuable when it produces results. So we measure it by asking, did people understand, did they engage, and did we get the outcome we wanted? You can measure this in simple and practical ways. One metric is message clarity. After a meeting or training, you can ask people if the main point was clear. Short surveys and quick feedback forms can reveal confusion early. Another metric is engagement. You can track attendance, responses, and participation. If people never respond or never contribute, it may mean the communication style is not working. Response rate matters too. If messages take too long to get replies, something is wrong, maybe the channel is wrong or the message is unclear. You can also track error reduction to see if fewer mistakes happen after communication improves. Customer feedback is another measure. Reviews, satisfaction scores, and direct customer comments show if your brand communication feels clear and trustworthy. When customer communication improves, loyalty often improves too. To improve communication, create regular feedback loops. Train teams on clear frameworks like the 7 C's, standardize templates, and track performance over time. Most importantly, leaders must model clarity and openness. Feedback is the engine of improvement. You can gather upward feedback from employees, downward feedback from leaders, peer feedback from colleagues, and customer feedback from clients. Each one helps you see blind spots. Technology can help you measure communication, but it does not replace good habits. Tools can show response time and engagement, but humans still need clarity, empathy, and listening. When both work together, communication becomes a real advantage. To make improvement last, communication must become part of the culture. Transparency, active listening, recognition, and consistency create an environment where people understand each other and perform better. Now let us wrap everything up clearly. Effective communication means your message is understood, it leads to the right response, and it builds connection. You learned the key elements, the 7 C's, the types of communication, the communication process, and how to improve step by step. If you want the full written guide with all the tables, examples, and details, read the article on entrepreneurs.ng. https://entrepreneurs.ng/effective communication/. Subscribe to this channel for more practical business lessons from entrepreneurs.ng. We publish content that helps you build properly, lead better, and grow with clarity. Thank you for watching, and keep building with clear communication.